Something here, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks. Yay, we're back after a break. And yeah, we're gonna have a fucking awesome game in VZ-55 Tier 10 Czech heavy tank. Now this tank, I don't know, in the past, me and her, we didn't get along. I gotta say, we didn't get along at all. I don't know. I think I played this tank too aggressive, and this tank needs to be played a little bit. It needs to be played kind of like AMX-50B. It can only be aggressive in certain situations, but it doesn't have armor. It does have more armor than an AMX-50B. 100%. 100%. Because that turret is absolutely spectacular. If you face your turret forward to the enemy, it's actually pretty darn good. So you can expose your tank a little bit more. So it plays kind of like a lot like American tanks with good turrets. But your gun depression is not going to be the same. Now this here, unfortunately, that turret didn't work. And I was actually surprised someone squeezed that shot right into my cupola. So yeah, accuracy in today's World of Tanks, absolutely a thing. And talking about sniping cupolas, let's see if we can do the same here. Well, the first one was critical. How nice. Second one went in though, 529. There you go. Sniping in this tank in cupolas, it is possible from whatever that was. 300 something meters? What is this? Yeah, 300 meters. About that much. But yeah, today's World of Tanks. Anyway, so going back into this game, it's going to be a good one. So we're going to be playing it really patient. And you know, when do you see teams playing so defensive anymore? I don't know. I haven't been in a game in a while, guys, so I can't comment. I don't know. But it seems to me that nowadays the teams are a lot more defensive. And here we go. We put a shot onto this guy, and then at the same time looks like Tortoise trying to make a run for it, and we punished him. So now we're gonna reload. And I don't know, this game, to be honest, guys, when this started, I actually kind of pre-planned what I wanted to do here. I wanted to come into this location here because of the strong turret armor of the VZ. And I thought I'm gonna have an advantage over a lot of tanks here. Just, you know, win my encounters, take the shots, do the damage. And the most important thing is, you know, why do you make that decision on this map is because there's no artillery in the game. If there's no artillery in the game, you know that this map is actually, so going back to my thinking, this map is one of my most favorite maps in the game. It is, by far. It is an old map. It's one of the first maps that ever came out on both versions, console and the and PC. And the map is absolutely fantastic. It's so balanced. It's not funny. It's super balanced. So you have to know the map really well to make the plays in order to win the games. And this is where this kind of gives me distinct advantage, because a lot of these players, I don't know how long they play the game, how well they know the map. I think the passiveness nowadays becomes from the fact that people just don't know maps. That's why they're hanging in the back or going all the way around flanks and shit like that. Right? But anyway, I'm going off the tracks here. I do like this map a lot. And on this map, when there's no artillery, you have to be patient. So my goal here was to scoot down to K5 area. After I win, you know, the position here, I'm gonna try to push the opposition back, and then I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna get shots through there into area G4 is where the guy is, right? So so you can clear that area, and then you can progress further to like J3, right? So that was my plan here. But the problem is that these guys are not moving. They're just stuck in those positions, and they're defensive. They're not willing to move around, and I can't really go where I want to go undetected, and this is where the problem is. So because if I get myself in the open, I'll get shot, I'll lose my HP. Is there a point of me sacrificing my HP to get into position that I want at this moment? Probably not, right? That's what I was thinking. Probably not. Thinking probabilities, guys. So at this point I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We can move off from here. They can move, we can move. And I gotta do something. I can't just be sitting here doing nothing, right? So I noticed what's happening on the other side of the map. I'm like, the sniping, what do you call it? The sniping hill is currently unoccupied. No one's there. I don't know why. That's kind of critical spot on this map. Like, there's gotta be at least one tank on that sniping hill. And I'm talking about C8. Someone needs to just patrol that area there and see if no one is sneaking up on our team and have good shots across the map. Anyway, so I was gonna go up over there, but then all of a sudden I get spotted, and then that light tank got spotted. So talking about RNG, my first shot completely auto aim goes in. Second shot we aim it, it goes in as well. This was definitely one of those games where RNG was good to me, and trust me, some games RNG is not good to you. I had a game right after this, I think, in a Polish tank. My heat rounds, I don't think I penetrated 5 shots in a row. Like, seriously, that's how bad it is sometimes. So you get those games and you just gotta plow through it. Just what they say, memory of a goldfish. Memory of a goldfish. You forget about that game, you move on. That's literally what it is. Anyway, so we killed the light tank. I mean, not I, but our team killed the light tank, and now we're gonna move up. Because I just sensed that, okay, all of a sudden things are changing. That light tank is dead. Our medium tanks are moving up to the area I wanted them to be. And then all of a sudden this EBR gets spotted, and that guy's gotta get out of the game, because his camo, right? So I really wanted to make sure I aimed that shot well and I take him out, and we managed to do that. That's an important kill right there, because it pretty much kills the second of the light tanks and gives us vision on this map, and that is key, especially if teams are playing defensive like in this game. So we're gonna be patient here. We're gonna keep waiting, see if anything gets spotted. And to be honest, after so much time away from the game, guys, I gotta say that my patience was actually really good here, and I was really patient in this game. Also, I was surprised about my aim. My aim was pretty good in this game too. Vacation helped. You know, anytime vacation helps, right? It's never long enough. But anyway, it helped in this situation. So we're still being patient, as you noticed. But again, nothing is happening. These guys at K5, I was expecting them to start spotting whoever's on a hill. At like at their hillside, which is like H. Is it H? No, it's more like F5, right? Or F4. F4. Right there. So they're not spotting anyone, and that's the reason why you go into location K5, is because you want to spot these guys up there. And then what you do is you kill them, and then you move up, because there's no one. There it is. They spotted someone now. Right there. But they weren't spotting anything. They were just, that's 3 of them are sitting there. At least light tanks should be doing something. But anyway, we're gonna go on a sniping hill now, because I literally saw no progress over there. And I could have moved up with these guys, but what's the point having 4 tanks in one area of the map? Makes no sense. So I decided to come here and help the guy in the middle. And he's gonna need some help, because he's in no man's land, pretty much. And it looks like that enemy heavy tank is moving in on him pretty fast. So I have to take advantage of the situation. So, yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, RNG. What can I say? Guys, RNG giveth, RNG taketh. The game after that it took from me. But in this situation, it was a savior. Now this guy is wide open over there, and that's what this position does. It counters that position on the opposing side's team. So someone's got to be here. But anyway, so we kill that guy, and then we can't kill the other guy. So now pretty much the next play is going down. And a lot of players that don't know this map, they wouldn't know they can make this play, but that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to location C7 and I'm gonna get rid of that heavy tank. That's exactly what's gonna happen here. I know it's a bit risky, but that TD that was focusing me, he dipped down, so he's not paying attention to me now, so I can make this play. And also nobody has shots at me because of that hill on my left. So we're gonna take this guy out, and all of a sudden we create advantage for our team. Total advantage, because now all of a sudden we won the north. We the north. We won the north. And now we're gonna use that to our advantage. So we're gonna go after that TD now. CC, whatever it is. I still have plenty of health left, and I should be able to take him out. He's just a one shot to me. But at this point I was thinking, I was pretty sure there's nobody else here, because they have only 4 tanks left and a lot of them were spotted by their base. But I wanted to get into this position unspotted, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. So because I got spotted, I decided to fake that I'm gonna go down, but instead I'm gonna go through to the top. The reason why is because I wanted to kill this guy without losing any HP. But now, since he's in this position, I don't think that's going to be possible. So we have to dip down here, because someone could have a shot at us from location like a J4 or something, or J5 or something like that. So we needed to dip down, and now unfortunately the guy puts another shield to us, and we're like, okay, forget it. We lost HP already, so we're just gonna take you out. And that was the idea here. Now we're gonna go on a reload, and hopefully we can finish this game with a lot more damage, because we're currently sitting at 8.2k damage, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm like, there are 3 tanks left. I could definitely get a little bit more damage out of this. But the problem is that I'm only at 759 HP, and unfortunately the CC tank that we were trying to take out, we lost too much HP to him. That's a problem. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to find a spot here where I have decent gun depression, so I can actually hit that T95. I was thinking he's not paying attention to this side of the map at all, but then all of a sudden he turns like really fast and I have no shot. Good move by him, but he protected himself against me, but he got shot by my teammates that were down the bottom. Now here I was thinking to find a position that's kind of away from the tortoise, and I can actually try to target this guy's cupolas. And RNG didn't help me at all in this situation, because at least one of those 2 shots should have went in. And for whatever reason, and I don't know how, I was looking at it, I don't know, like at least 10 times I looked at this situation. I'm like, I don't know how this tortoise managed to penetrate me. Like absolutely no clue. And because the fact that he penetrated me, I couldn't really expose myself over the hill so I can kill the Su-130, or at least put a shot into him. And yeah, I got nothing out of the last, I don't know, 2 minutes of the game, which is unfortunate, because I could have easily brought this game over 9k. I mean, could have been even higher, but yeah, that was quite unfortunate. Anyway, I still think it was a fantastic game. This was my, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd game back, and the game lasted almost 15 minutes. It was like almost full-length game, which doesn't happen anymore in World of Tanks, I don't assume. So I thought it was fantastic. I thought I played it well. I thought I read the map pretty good. I thought I was patient enough, with the exception of that encounter with CC MK. That was pretty brutal. I didn't want to lose HP, but yet I lost HP. So I should have just charged him, took a shot, and taken him out of the game, and then I would have had enough HP to deal damage at the end of the game. Because that was the problem. At the end of the game, I had no HP to be able to overexpose myself to get my shots of damage that I wanted. So that was the big difference. But still, what a game. I gotta say, I enjoyed this a lot. I enjoyed this tank a lot. VZ-55, it was one of those tanks that I didn't do well in, for whatever reason. But now that I'm kind of back playing it, I think I understand how to play it now. I think this tank needs to be more of a sniper early in the game. And then use your armor, especially in today's meta, use your armor to play hold down or angle your tank well enough at the corners. Because that's another thing, this tank is good not only on hilly terrain, but it's good in city maps as well. You can side script effectively. So I can see how this tank was really liked by Unicums. I remember when I played a while ago, that was really liked by Unicums because you get your damage, 500 alpha shots times 2, so you can easily rack up like 1000 damage very quick. You have decent armor because you can bounce in the city or playing, you know, the ridge lines. But one thing, and that's for sure, you cannot brawl in this tank, because if you do, I don't think it has the armor for a brawler. It has the armor of a very good support tank, so treat it as such. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy tanking. Space Bandit checking out.